Come on. I have to find Richard. Shit. Richard. They sure did a number on you.
They're here. They found us. Before I knew it hit me, I had a stake in my heart. I've never seen anything like it. These mortals, unafraid of us.
Shh, gentle.
You shouldn't be here. You should be at the Institute.
Calm down. What happened here?
The mortals who are here, it's the Second Inquisition.
What makes you say that? Are you sure?
Yes, there's even a man of the cloth in charge of them. Monsignor Stanford. They mowed us down like so many blades of grass, all of us.
So, they found us.
We have to go warn the others.
Wait, there might still be kindred here. We can't leave them behind.
This is insane. It's irresponsible.
The prince asked me to find Miley, but I need your help.
Miley? Well, now I understand. The prince had you released against my orders, and she sent you here. And you'd rather obey her? She's using you. There's no way I'll help. Ask her for help since you're here for her.
The prince sent me to find out what happened. It was an order. And you don't refuse the prince's orders, you know?
Yes, all too well.
Seeing what happened to you, it's a good thing I'm here.
I don't see her interest in you as a good thing. It's obvious that Hazel is manipulating you.
She cares about me. I don't see why it's an issue.
Does she care about you? Or about your premonitions?
That argument doesn't hold water. Hazel's not the first person to take an interest in our gifts. Princes have always sought glimpses of tomorrow to better rule their domains. Take Quentin King, for example.
Yes, I know. She wants to separate you from me, I'm sure of it. What has she been telling you about me?
Mom, you're not going to tell him about me, right? He never wants us to be together.
Hazel told me that she trusted me.
You do well not to return the favor.
Why is that?
You don't release a patient from a Markavian institute to run a few errands.
Ugh. You always see the bad in everything.
Your gifts can be particularly useful to her. Keep it in mind. I just know it's a good thing that she likes us. Well, you particularly. Right, it's a good thing I keep my emergency kit at the prince's apartments.
Why?
I'll give you a dose. Once we're back there, that should be enough to get you back to the Institute.
You see? I knew it. He's always scolding us.
All is well. I'm doing better. I promise.
That's it. You've become the poster child for mental stability. This reminds me of the last time.
Which last time?
She doesn't even remember. Oh yes, you're perfectly fine. I can see that.
I never promised that I wouldn't ever go back. But first, I need to finish what I came here to do.
That's not how it works. You can't just interrupt your treatment whenever you feel like it.
Richard! I'm fine.
Since I can't diagnose it, I'll take your word for it.
Hazel should have respected my instructions.
What do you mean?
She should have followed the treatment I prescribed for you, that's all. This issue is not over. I will have words with her. Let's get out of here.
I'll catch up with you.
Alicia, that's not what
You want me to trust you, but you don't trust me.
It's not that. I'm just worried about you.
Get going. The clock is ticking.
You can, at the very least, let me help you. Here, with this, you should be able to temporarily impersonate anyone.
I'll find Miley and catch up to you, okay?
She was with me when they attacked us.
She was?
Yes, she was injured, but she managed to escape down the hallway.
I heard them capture her. I can still sense her. She's hurt. But she's still here.
Thank you. Come on, we don't have a minute to spare. Oh, and tell them they have the address of the Red Salon on Cellar Street.
We should expect a second attack there. I must inform the court. Be careful.
I'll be counting the minutes until you return to us.
With Richard's help, I'll be able to find Miley for Hazel. A reinforced container that locks from the outside. Not commonly used to store mortal bodies. A cigar. Barely smoked. That's where it was stubbed out.
Spared.
Sorry. Only special agents are allowed in this area. Watch where you're putting your feet.
kindred were toasting here. A stake. There's no doubt about it. This is for us.
Ah, finally, the cavalry. Thanks for coming.
It's a good turn if I can take a look around here alone to myself. Looks like someone's missing an arm.
What's going on here?
It's the code for a body they must have picked up. It must have been screwed onto an injection gun. And the fibrogen. That's an improved coagulant. I've heard that if it's used on one of our kind, it can keep us from regenerating. Or even using our powers. A real nasty concoction. Some sort of whip. With blood on it. They took him for dead. He's barely breathing. That's a knife wound. Huh. Bringing a knife to a gunfight?
I'm just getting started. Well, actually, it has been an hour already. There's just so much evidence to collect. It's not like this is my first crime scene, you know? But none of this adds up. It's the kind of case you take home with you. Go figure. What's with all these bodies in various states of decay? This shit is gonna give me nightmares you can't wake up from. And the feds are telling us not to ask any questions. Never met a talkative fed. And they graphed them poker faces at Quantico. But I can tell you one thing. They got here fast. Quicker than the blowflies. They took one look at the carnage and acted like it was just another day at the office. Examine the spatter trajectories. Get us enough data to calculate spray velocity. We'll need it. I'll keep collecting samples of blood and body fluids.
who's got to start collecting it all.
Come on. More hands on deck can't hurt.
Sorry. Only special agents are allowed in this area. Go right ahead.
Here we go. I wonder what's hiding here.
Hey, you! Come give me a hand. We have specimens to move.
Here are the containers Richard told me about. Bingo. The files of everyone they're taking away. Which one is Miley in? Organs. Are they cutting us up into pieces? Wow. Am I seeing this right? They're collecting us. Dust. They didn't just kill neonates. I wonder who that was. Rotting flesh. That kindred had been embraced recently.
Sorry, I don't have the time.
Don't touch those papers.
Shit. There are names on these files. I'd better get him out of here so I can take a look.
Don't bother with that. Those are Stanford's files.
It brings paperwork on a job like this?
Yes. So his novice can record whether they were captured or exterminated.
If they have intel on us, I have to find out what they know. His novice is busy, and
Agent Olsen's got a lot to do. But he's handling it himself.
I needed to see him anyway. I'll just take them to him.
Don't bother. He'll pick them up on the way to see Stanford.
Go put away what's on the table.
Okay.
Finally. Now I can take a look at those files. Targets. Numbered. With names. They even have a file on Richard. I think that's Dijon's child. Was, I mean. Oh, Miley. They haven't taken her yet. Jara, already evacuated. She's on the council, I think. No way I'm letting them keep that. More boxes. More boxes.
stop. You can't go in there. Monsignor's standing orders. No interruptions.
So Stanford is back there. But I just wanted to...
It's too dangerous, and you know it. If you've got something to give him, tell Olsen is novice. Suit yourself, but remember I warned you.
If I decide to go in there, I'd better be Olsen.
Yes?
No, never mind.
I'm a good girl.
So, has forensics processed the bedrooms?
Yeah, I think so. They,
You think so? Isn't there anyone here that can inform me about anything? I've been asking for an hour. I must give Monsignor an update detailing how long this is going to take. Let's not keep him waiting then.
But the local police are very...
Just tell them Agent Olsen sent you. And we will see how high they are willing to jump. We still have bodies to evacuate and samples to recover.
Olsen? That's Monsignor Stanford's novice. I just had one quick question first.
Yes?
And I'm guessing Monsignor Stanford's not the type you want to piss off, right?
Indeed. But it is that same unwavering attitude that will one day save us all. These monsters are a corruption, and only the incorruptible can defeat them.
Speak for yourself, monster. I guess.
He doesn't enjoy it. But it is his calling to purify the world.
And to think they say I'm special. I was just thinking that it might be faster if I just went to tell Monsignor myself.
That's out of the question. He abhors being interrupted by anyone except myself.
But
I'll do it. I'm the only novice here.
Novice? So they have ranks.
It's for your own safety. Trust me. We know so very much, and still so very little about those we hunt.
All right, I'll let you get back to work.
Everything in this room is broken.
Hands on deck can't hurt.
Agent Olson?
Yes.
You know that I'm a novice.
Like yourself.
Yes. Yes, that's right.
You think that Monsignor would let me help him?
Absolutely not. It's clear that I'm the only person he trusts here.
He's touchy, apparently. All right, I'll let you get back to work. Perfect. Thanks, Olson.
Where did we...
I have to change my appearance to go any further.
What a catch for a single operation.
The goal. Remember our goal.
What a massacre.
What could be in this briefcase?
So what are you going to tell us?
I have to change my appearance to go any further.
Mom!
Halsey, Mommy knows what she's doing. Go wait for me at the elevator. I'll be right there.
You took your time, my son.
Please forgive me, Monsignor.
I'm done with this wretched creature. I'll continue back at headquarters, where I have more appropriate tools.
You found something?
Speaking of headquarters, any news?
Nothing, Monsignor.
Bad. I was hoping to hear from our informant.
An informant?
No,
Now we have proof that their intel is reliable. Without the informant, we never would have found them so quickly. And utterly exposed.
So we were betrayed.
These monsters are as fickle and deceitful as the devil himself.
Do you know who...
Seeing them turn on each other, it's in their nature.
But the one who betrayed them...
None of them will ever surprise me, as you would have been wise to consider before approaching me.
I don't understand.
In St. Leopold's name, we will find you all, to the very last.
And like always, you've completed your mission.
Like always?
Those words don't come from me. You must know what they say about you here.
No, I don't know. Enlighten me.
Well, you have kind of a reputation. It's actually rather flattering.
What exactly do they say?
Oh, you want to know? I didn't think...
Simple curiosity, nothing more.
Everybody kept saying that Caleb Bazori has been in tough spots before, and that you come through them unscathed. They were right.
Don't listen to gossip. Forge your own opinions.
Don't worry about it.
It's not a natural thing here. It takes some experience.
Mens et manus.
I beg your pardon?
Nothing. It's Latin. My mind wandered for a moment. You didn't tell me what was in those files you gave the prince.
I don't see how that's any of your business.
To make up your own mind about something, the best way is to go to the source. And apparently, Jason Moore is well informed.
I see. You'll have to be patient, Fang.
Do you think your success on the mission could play to our advantage? I mean, for...
The prince will decide your fate when the time comes. Being useful to her can't hurt. How do you feel about it?
Honestly, I just want to get it over with. Like when you're going into finals.
Even if there's no going back?
It's a little late for that, isn't it?
It is.
Your child, Beryl Underwood, did he have any second thoughts?
I don't want to discuss it.
He's your only child, so I wondered how it went. Well, could you enlighten me?
Beryl is very different from you. He always has been. I was blind. It won't happen again. Beryl would have begged me to get what he wanted. Your patience reassures me. I'm making the right choice with you.
You seem to really have a problem with him.
Yes, and that's why you must stay away from him.
This separation between you, what caused it?
Don't dig too far into it. You know this is something I don't discuss.
That's too bad.
I'm not one to beat around the bush, especially on a matter like this. So either be frank with me, or be silent.
Then let's not talk about it.
Stay away from Beryl. Avoid him like the plague. Now, if you'll excuse me, Fang, I'm going to have a word with him.
Oh? To Beryl? Why?
I trust you, but I don't trust him. I asked you not to go near him. Apparently, I didn't make myself clear enough.
I thought the prince was gonna call for you any minute now.
I'm sure I'll have enough time to clear the air with him first. Once and for all. While you're waiting, stay put.
As you wish.
Just one more, and then you can go rest.
All right. Thanks, Ms. Ortiz.
A message from Caius. Need you downstairs. Urgent issue. Bad timing. I'm going to have to choose. Help Caius or speak with Beryl.
We're waiting for Mr. Leto's signal. Until then, if you have any questions...
I want a report on his activities pronto. I don't like the sound of that at all.
You wanted to see me?
Happy to see you, Caleb. We don't usually let anybody down here, but I can bend the rules for you.
To what do I owe this honor?
I need you. Something's come up. On the night of the attack, someone sent a message to an unauthorized recipient.
Is that a problem?
Could be a major one. Not a lot of people can do that, you know.
Who could have done that?
That's precisely the question I want you to answer. Caleb, I need your help. I get the feeling that it's all connected. It's too huge to be a coincidence.
Do you suspect anyone in particular?
Jara Drory.
I'm listening.
There's a lot of fishy stuff going on here, and the least we can do is try to understand how it all fits together. In my place, under the current circumstances, I can't really go poking my nose in her business.
And I can?
Nobody will bother you. I'm not asking for much. Just take a look in Jara's room to see if you can find anything that ties her to any of this. And if you could do it quickly.
Why?
Because I'm about to erase a ton of data. It's the Code Red protocol. And since Jara vanished, the Prince wants her personal data to disappear along with her. That doesn't give us much time. You in?
I could maybe go and take a look around.
Great. I found a key to her room. Take it.
Thanks.
It's our last chance to recover the data from Jara Drory's computer before everything disappears for good. Just insert this thumb drive and it will download everything I need. If she betrayed us, I'll know.
Fine. I'll go see what I can find.
Thanks. One last thing.
Uh-huh.
If you could keep this just between you and me.
Fine.
And don't come back to see me here. It's supposed to be sealed. It'll look suspicious. I'll send in an engineer after you. Give him the drive when you're done, but don't tell him anything. We have to keep this between us.
As you wish.
There's no point in insisting.
The prince didn't ask you for your opinion.
Hazel can't just ignore me and then call me in like this.
Mr. Siaka, you're taking a big risk.
Let's see if Caius was right. That should take less than a minute. Always been wary of new technology. Jara has always been wary of new technology. I hope Caius will be able to use what's on this thumb drive.
Hello, Mr. Vizori. Mr. Leto asked me to wait until you were done. He also told me you'd have something for me.
Here it is. Give it to him, and him alone.
And don't ask any questions. I get it. Are you done here?
You may proceed.
Thanks.
Jara was onto something before she disappeared. There's something very worrying about that. Hazel is probably ready to see me now. I won't make her wait. I've seen princes come and go. In the end, it always comes down to a struggle for power between the prince and their primogen. Hazel is strong, but will she last much longer? A copy of a treatise on metal transfusion. Dijon gave it to Hazel when they first started working together. A peace agreement that put an end to a bloody revolt. Ancilla against neonates, Camarilla against anarchs. The Convention of Thorns, an important step in our history.
The prince is ready to see you now.
Great.
Caleb.
My prince.
We were expecting you.
How may I be of service to you this time?
One thing at a time. The situation has changed. The money is gone. The accounts have been emptied.
What? That's impossible.
Only Jason Moore could have transferred the money. The situation is dire.
Moore would never have done it on his own. He would never have dared.
I agree. It's much too bold a move for him. And that's what concerns me the most. Someone used him to attack us. Someone who was extremely well prepared.
Our enemies are everywhere. They're not just kindred.
No, the kind have no knowledge of our business. It's someone with diverging interests from our own. Someone on the inside.
If there's a traitor among us, I'll have their head.
One thing at a time. I'll take care of the traitor, personally. Failure is a luxury we will soon be unable to afford. If you have nothing more to say, we can move on to the reason I sent for you.
What did you think about Richard Dunham's file?
Money that should be going to me seems to go missing whenever he touches it. Richard is far too important to me. I can't afford to upset him now. But if his research doesn't pay off soon, I won't hesitate to show him my disappointment.
Did you read Jara Drory's file?
I wish I'd never seen it.
There's too much I despise in it.
She never mentioned she was monitoring the Primogen's finances. Or this, Catapotis. What on earth is it?
I've got no idea.
It doesn't add up. It seemed important to her.
But she's not here to shed any light on it. I'm listening.
I've asked for your presence here because I have a new mission for you. Delsin was able to track down the men who attacked us.
It wasn't easy, but it was impossible for them to disappear without leaving a trace after what they did yesterday.
Where are they hiding?
Long Island.
Yes, of course. An abandoned facility just off the coast. An old fort. It's the ideal place for a secret base.
And certainly much more. Who knows what they're up to out there?
How is it we didn't notice a thing?
They have abundant resources, and we're short on eyes.
It doesn't matter. We'll find the people responsible for the situation later. Our most pressing issue is preventing them from striking us again.
How?
You're going to go there and kill their leader.
As I've said before, you can count on me.
Good. That's what I was hoping you'd say. When the time comes, I won't forget to reward those who've been loyal to me.
I won't let you down. What's the plan?
They evacuated the bodies from the site of the party, which is how we were able to pick up their trail.
There's a small, nondescript warehouse at Jeffrey's Point. As far as we can tell, their transfers from Boston to Long Island are made by boat. To avoid drawing attention to themselves, they've chosen to employ only small craft. There are bodies packed in the warehouse waiting to be shipped over. Do you get the picture?
You want me to disguise myself as a body to be evacuated?
Exactly. All you have to do is stop simulating your vital functions for a few hours.
It's risky.
It's risky, but it's now or never. We might never get another opportunity. We have to try.
The last transfer is probably going to take place tonight. After that, there's no way of knowing when we'll get another chance.
I need to know the details.
Let us worry about getting you into the warehouse. We've made all the preparations. You won't have to worry about a thing until you get to Long Island.
And after that?
Once you're on the island, you'll be in uncharted territory. You'll be on your own.
Who is my target?
Walter Stanford.
He's the head of the Boston Task Force. He's part of what they call the Society of Leopold.
Someone else will take his place.
No need for you to worry about that for the time being. Your mission is to eliminate Stanford, and that's all.
Aren't you worried someone will tip off the SI? There's still a traitor among us.
The traitors, my department. You need to strike quickly, and don't let anyone know of your plans. We can't take the slightest risk.
What do we know about this Stanford?
Not much. They're very careful. He was sent from the Vatican, and he brought other fanatics with him. If he's here, it means that Rome has faith in him, and that can't be good for us.
He's got to be taken out.
What's the Vatican getting out of all this?
Your guess is as good as mine. But it seems that the kind are trying to get a better understanding of us in order to hunt us more effectively. These priests have been our enemies for ages. They have knowledge.
Putting an end to them is crucial. We must keep our enemies from unifying their strength.
I don't wish to be the bearer of ill tidings, but what if I fail? Do you have a backup plan?
Caleb, you won't fail. You're our only hope. We place all our trust in you to complete this essential mission.
There's no room for error, Bizori.
All right. I've heard enough.
Very well. Then you should get going. We've already lost enough time.
Very well. My prince.
I'm guessing you tipped Bizori off to the traitor?
Yes.
Any news? Nothing since Richard's report. My city is in danger. Everything I've built, all the dreams I've invested. That Judas is a threat to everything.
Not for long. You'll bounce back.
Yes. Congratulations on your negotiations with the Chantry. Our agreement with Hartford is crucial.
Your wish is my command.
I always knew I could count on you. You're a true ally, a loyal one, a future asset in my Primogen. But one thing at a time. Before we get there, I have another favor to ask of you.
What a surprise.
About what I told you earlier concerning Delsin and Long Island. I've got a plan.
Oh, I know that look. Hazel.
This is the best moment to strike.
That sounds like the definition of rushing into things.
Yes, but we have no choice. Delsin?
We need to blind them, from the inside. They know too much about it. We have to change that. For that, we need someone to hit them with a surprise attack from within their compound.
I wish that person luck.
It's you.
That's way out of my league.
Hazel's not asking for your opinion. You proved you were reliable with Hartford. We need your skill sets for such a risky and vital task.
That's precisely what's got me on edge.
It's your chance to prove to the court once and for all that you deserve a place on the council, MM. After this, you'll be untouchable.
I sure hope so. All right. How do I get on this island? By boat?
I doubt it. Coastline's under surveillance.
So I swim across. All right. What then?
Kaya's wrote a program that can help us. If you can upload it into their system, it'll corrupt all the data they've got in their database. Their systems, the archives, it'll all be lost.
allowing us to cover our tracks.
It's our best shot at making it through this. You'll just have to insert it into a computer that's on their network. That's absolutely essential. Any questions?
Am I allowed to take a partner? I'd feel a lot better about this if I had someone covering my back.
I understand, but that's not possible. We're already taking a risk by sending a person in to infiltrate their hideout.
Got it. So, let me get this straight. You want me to infiltrate the enemy base alone? The same enemies who just slaughtered half the camp.
Quit whining. You can have help.
Oh, really? Your task will not be easy. You'll need a diversion while you sabotage their system. A raid near their base, for example. That could work. Who will you send? I refuse to sacrifice any more of our people. So we might as well send in the riffraff. The Anarchs could do the job. Come again? You heard me. I want you to go see them and convince them to go with you to Long Island. You're trying to thin their herd. I'm balancing the scales, that's all. They can't stand us. They'll never agree to fight for us, let alone on their own without us. They don't have to know they'll be alone. Lead them to believe our forces will join up with them. The SI is a threat to the entire city. They're just as concerned as we are. Send someone else to negotiate. A real emissary. No one else knows the Anarchs as well as you do. They go to your clubs, don't they? They know who you are. They know they can trust you. I barely know them. I see a couple of them once in a while, but that's it. We're not exactly friends. You're still in the best position to negotiate with them. Yeah. Right then. Let's say I agree. You don't have a choice, but I'll humor you. How am I supposed to go about it? I can't just go chasing down every Anarch I know to ask for their help. There's only one Anarch that counts. Their Baron. Randall Thane? That's right. He's in charge of the various Anarch gangs in the region. I don't know where he is right now. You'll need to use your network. I've got an idea of who I can ask. What can I use as leverage if they try to negotiate? Money, favors. Offer them whatever seems useful. All right. One more thing. Don't tell anyone about your task, not even your sire. I don't want the council poking their noses into this. That will be all. I'm counting on you, MM. Be careful, and good luck. I'm gonna need it.
There you are. I'm sorry I wasn't here to meet you when you got back. I was busy.
Don't apologize. I missed you, McAndrews. The Jefferson Library, it was hell. I really thought I wasn't gonna make it, that I wouldn't see you again.
Excuse me?
That's all that inspires in you?
You haven't spoken to me like that since our breakup. I'm just a little surprised.
What are you talking about? We never...
Broke up? It's been 30 years, Amem.
What? I don't remember.
Come on. I get the feeling we need to clear up a few things.
Yeah.
Come on, tell me what's going on.
The Warlocks. I knew their library would leave a mark. They fucked with my head.
So, if I understand right, you have no memory of our breakup.
None whatsoever.
I really thought that I mean, you know.
There's a reason the Warlocks have a bad reputation.
And you said it's been 30 years?
More or less.
That seems like forever. And then again, the blink of an eye for us.
Believe me, it's been a long 30 years.
I wanted to know, why exactly did we break up? Was it you? Me?
It's more complicated than that.
But...
It's a long story, Mem. And it's not really a happy one.
That's all the more reason! I want to...
Exactly. I don't want to see you suffer again. I won't allow it.
But it's not your choice. It's not you we're talking about. I can't just sit here, not...
I won't tell you a thing.
Hilda, please.
I said no. There's no point in insisting.
Fine. Whatever you want. I'm sorry, I've gotta go. I need to take some time to process all of this. The prince is sending me out on another task. I can't screw up.
What kind of task?
I'm sorry, but I can't talk about it. Hazel made that exceedingly clear. If she thinks things are better like that, I believe her.
For God's sake, Amem, I'm your sire. You should
Personally, I've never had anything bad to say about...
Unlike me. Is that it?
If I...
Nothing. You wouldn't believe me anyway.
Fine. I'll just make your life miserable.
Seriously?
You know how stubborn I can be.
Hazel's a smart woman. She knows, and she...
That's going too far.
You think it's an honor. Hazel never does anything she's not sure she'll benefit from, which means she's got ways to make you... She's careful to hide her secrets to not... Very well. Let's move on. You're right. You should go get some rest, and do think over what we've discussed. Promise...
I'll try. The arena. Hilda's favorite playground. I don't know if I'd manage as well as she does.
have time to just laze around? You need to be fast and effective. Destroy anything we don't need. Keep what's important.
Do I make myself?
Yes, Miss Bosley.
I need a drink. Now! Shake a leg!
All right, you heard her. Double time.
I'd better hurry. A direct route to the prince's apartments. April plays the guard dog. The swan's nest. I hope it's worth it. I didn't know Hazel was into music. There are faint marks on the wall. I understand better now why Dijon never mentioned his sire. Hazel's always one step ahead. Hazel had another child before Miley? Shit, I had no idea. Seeing as how it ended, I'm not really surprised. I've always found swans very moving. They're beautiful, but full of melancholy. It's a nice symbol. I get the feeling something's missing. There are faint marks on the wall. I wonder if... That noise. Something moved. That explains why Hazel's holding off on Fang's embrace. Underwood. What a creep. Bazori is a loyal dog, and Hazel's got him on a short leash. I should go. It's gonna be a long night. First, the Anarchs. But I have to find them first.
Halsey?
Yes, Mom. I'm here.
Hey, Pumpkin. What are you looking at?
The picture is scary.
Come now. There's nothing to be afraid of. You're not going to be afraid of a couple paintings now, are you?
No, but...
Yes, I know. It's Richard. He was angry, but he wasn't angry with you. You know...
I don't think he is. He doesn't like me following you around.
Yes, but it's because he worries you'll get hurt. Pumpkin, there are much more serious things going on right now.
Those people who put us into boxes. And who hurt you.
Yes, them. But don't be scared. Mommy's here.
I know.
I won't let anyone hurt you. Ever.
There you are. But what on earth is that mark?
I ran into an experienced Inquisitor. I was caught off guard.
Not a dangerous mission, was it? You brought back a souvenir.
I'm still in one piece. That's all that matters. Where have you been? I've been looking for you since I got back, but...
Prince hasn't given me a moment's rest since I returned.
I won't hide the fact that I was happy that you were the one to... well...
That I informed them about the Second Inquisition. Yes, I can imagine.
Everyone's petrified. I can sense it.
He's lost it when she found out. I had a hard time convincing her I was telling the truth.
I admit that even I...
She's going to ask for your help, I'm sure of it. She didn't follow your treatment protocol. Usually, I give you your treatment when you awaken. You're not stable, Leisha.
Enough with that already.
You failed miserably with the mission the Prince gave you. That's proof of it.
What do you mean?
You didn't have a firm grasp of the risks.
How could I have guessed that...
And to top it off, you didn't bring anyone back to the Prince. You'll become more and more overwhelmed by your visions and all the...
Don't you think you're blowing things a bit out of proportion?
On your visions, of course.
She did mention them in...
She needs your premonitions to help her...
Wait a second. I don't see how my vision...
Nor do I. Our visions are nothing more... And... Pardon me. Dropping the professional jargon, you only see things that could pop...
But then why are they so important to her, if nothing is certain?
Perhaps she wants to see if it's still possible to change the course of events.
But they're never... and...
All I know is that often you didn't have any precise...
She...
It would be the best way for her to keep your visions. Here's a dose of your treatment. Take it immediately.
This will rid me of my premonitions. Is that it?
I don't have time to break this to you gently. I have to go straight to the point.
What are you talking about?
Leisha, Halsey isn't real.
What?
It's not true, is it?
You're the only one who sees her. Our family has a gift for seeing things.
No, I... Daughter.
In your mind. It's always... That's why I try to treat you as soon as you awaken, to keep...
He's lying, Mom! He hates me!
You're either lying or you're wrong. I don't know which, but...
Leisha.
But Hazel...
When your hallucinations increase, they become more specific, but you grow in...
No!
Enough!
It's just you.
Oh, no.
He's alive!
I regret...
Every time?
Leisha. The prince
Yes, of course.
I'm not supposed to be here. I should have left for the Red Salon already.
Why? No, you can't just leave like that. I have too many questions.
Hazel doesn't like to wait.
We'll have time. Go now. Obey the prince, Leisha. Stay where it's safe, and above all, drink.
There. I'm coming.
Leisha, I wanted to thank both of you for...
The prince sees me. See, Mom? Richard's a liar.
Are you all right, Leisha? You seem...
Quit pretending.
Come now, Leisha. What's wrong?
You've been pretending to see Halsey since the very beginning. Why did you lie to me?
Lie to you? I didn't lie to you. Halsey is part of you, and I accept you just the way you are. That's all.
You're really only interested in my visions. You've been manipulating me because you're afraid of the future.
Forget what we talked about.
No, it's nothing.
I asked for you because I need your help, again. With the SI in Boston, I need to do everything I can to protect us.
Yes.
And you can help me do that by telling me what the future holds.
It's not as simple as that. I don't choose when they happen.
Mom! Mom, listen to me.
Yes, sweetie. What is it?
There's no point. The swan will lose its head in 2 days. I just saw it. We know, Mom.
What's going on? Leisha, is Halsey speaking to you? What is she saying?
There are too many voices, too many things inside my head. It's too much for me to see what's going to happen.
Okay. I understand. You've been through a lot.
Yes.
So I won't insist right now. Take a few hours to rest, and we'll talk later.
Thank you, Hazel. Damn it. I don't know who to believe anymore. Richard.
Please, Mom. I'll be a good girl, I promise.
You don't exist. You're just in my head.
Please don't leave me. Let me stay with you, Mom.
No. Richard is right. I need to get better. Damn it. That hallway again. And my memory loss. Halsey. Oh, shit! I have to find Richard at the Red Salon. He's gonna have to explain this. I get the feeling I've been here before.
Sorry, we're closed. Alicia! I'm so sorry, I didn't recognize you.
I have to see Richard.
It's kind of a bad time. There's a code red and...
I know.
Still in the basement. I need you.
So you tell us that the SI has the address of this salon, and you come anyway!
Beryl, you shouldn't be here. They could show up at any time.
I know that. Why are you here?
I came to get Richard. Do you know where I can find him?
Probably in the basement packing up, like everyone else. But I guess with your little memory issues, you wouldn't remember where it is.
Don't provoke me. Now's not the time. I suppose no one's volunteering to stick around here.
That's right, especially not me. If you see Wyatt, tell him to come downstairs to help me. It's an urgent request.
Wyatt?
Yes, a thin blood who works for me. He must be helping the staff. There's a lot of stuff here that could give the SI much more than just this bar. There'd be no point in running if they could track us down.
Yes, of course. And if you see Richard, could you...
I'll let him know you're looking for him, as usual.
Did you destroy the client files?
Yes, it's done.
Accounting?
Yeah, it's all taken care of. I've just got the suppliers and the VIP files left to do.
All right. I'm gonna need a badge for the basement, too.
I don't have one, sorry.
We can't stay here.
Sorry, but the SI might show up at any second. I wouldn't hang around here if I were you.
I have to cover our tracks as much as possible. Understand?
We're not open for customers. We're closed.
I'm not here to imbibe. Is there someone named Wyatt here?
Yeah, but he's transferring the kind right now. He shouldn't be long.
All right. I'm looking for Richard. Have you seen him?
Yeah, he gave orders to the staff. And then he went to the rotunda in the back.
Yes?
Are you in charge of the vessels?
Yes and no. I'm just in charge of moving them. Name's Wyatt.
Leisha.
I know. I'm gonna make a few more trips, but there's still one missing. I think Betty's having a hard time getting her to come out.
Where are you taking them?
I'm getting them to safety. Some of them are worth tons.
Okay, but before you leave, Beryl wants to see you.
What? No way.
Go see Beryl. Right now.
I can't.
I said, go see Beryl.
I've got orders. I can't. I've got orders. He gave me an order.
Who did?
The doctor. Dunham gave me an order. I have to get the kind to safety.
You saw Richard? Do you know where I can find him?
In his office, downstairs. He might have left. Orders. I've already got orders.
Shit. I won't get anything else out of him. Richard already forced his mind.
So, what do we do now?
How the hell should I know?
We could break down the door to get around.
We don't have the
Something to keep the donors in an aggressive mood.
We gotta get out of here fast. But we can't let them get their hands on such a priceless vessel.
Do you think this business about the SI is true? Are they really coming here?
All right. Go to the front.
The door seems to be
Tell him to be
inside.
ready. I'll see what I can do.
Roger that.
Huh. Music. To relax the vessels. Huh. Music. To relax the vessels. That must be how they supply the Trajax into the injection room. Better not leave this vessel behind us. Richard's grand idea. Injecting substances to stimulate the vessel's humors. Come on, you've got to get out of there. We've wasted enough time already.
Is that you, Betty?
No, it's Leisha.
Get out of here!
Look, I can tell you're scared, but I can help.
I don't know who to believe anymore. They're all out to get me. I know they want to kill me.
Who are you talking about?
Them. The Masters. And even those locked up in here with me. They all want me dead.
No, quite the contrary. They want to keep you safe. If you stay here, you could die.
I don't believe them anymore. They're gonna promise me Trajax to get me to leave, but they'll give me poison instead.
That's not true.
I won't open the door. Leave me alone.
I'll never get her out at this rate. I'll never get her out at this rate.
I won't come out.
Oh, Leisha. I didn't expect to see you here.
It seems like you know who I am, but I don't remember meeting you.
Yeah, it's not the first time that that's happened to you.
So I came here often?
Oh yeah, but it's been going on 3 years since I saw you last. My name's Betty. I manage the salon for Dr. Dunham, sort of.
Is there a problem? Why aren't you leaving?
It's just that Dr. Dunham asked me to evacuate the kind, but I'm never gonna be able to do it. A highly valuable donor has holed herself up in there, but Wyatt's supposed to take her and the others.
Do you know where Dr. Dunham went?
He must be doing the same thing we're doing. Getting rid of anything we don't want the SI to get their hands on.
Like what, exactly?
He told us to destroy the Trajax compounds, so he must be getting rid of his stuff.
What are those compounds you mentioned?
It's one of the doctor's inventions, a stimulant for the donors. The blood is way better with it. Everybody loves it.
Do you have any idea where the doctor might have started?
Oh, he leaves his stuff laying around everywhere, you know. But most of it must be in his office. It's on this floor, in the rotunda, or in his examining room in the basement.
Why can't you make the vessel come out?
All the commotion has pushed her over the brink. Or maybe she thinks she's being taken to the slaughterhouse? There's no way of knowing. She won't talk to us.
What's the slaughterhouse?
Oh, that's what the kind call the basement. That's where we take donors that have been drained by clients. Or donors that have been overused. Mr. Underwood is in charge of that.
Oh, he works here now?
Yes, he's in charge of the accounting, recycling the vessels. Really anything the doctor isn't interested in doing.
And he's very talented, I imagine.
Let's say there are a lot of deliveries, but not a lot of money coming in. If you see what I mean.
I do. A blue blood. Why don't you force her to come out?
I can't. She's locked in the injection room, and there's no way to open the door. And I'm not allowed to damage her. She's a vintage.
I can sense that you disagree.
No, I do what I'm told, that's all. But the SI had better not get their hands on her. Can you help me? She might listen to you.
I'd heard there was a lot of compromising stuff on us here. So I'll see what I can do.
Yeah, go ahead. And clean up anything we forgot and...
Yeah, I get it, Betty. I'll do it if I can, okay?
Fine. All right. There's a pass on the bar that'll give you staff clearance. You're gonna need it.
Thanks. A pneumatic tube system. That connects with the basement, it looks like. I've been here before. Reminds me of clouds. But Richard says that madness isn't an illness. It's a total mess. Juliet. That name. Why does that remind me of something? Richard must not be far.
Note for patient one's case file. The treatment... Note... Note for patient one's case file. The treatment is following its course with continued positive effects on the hallucinate. Come in.
Some chemicals have just arrived for you, Dr. Dunham.
Great. Put them here. You may leave now.
You almost feel like this is a rat hideout here. But it's a discreet entrance.
Oh, it's you. I've got a lot of work to do. Please excuse me.
Boston Medical Center. Barrel's funneling bodies to them and lining his own pockets then. I'm not sure Hazel'd be happy to hear she's losing money like that. I get that you're busy, but...
But you decided to interrupt me anyway. Fantastic.
Wyatt isn't coming to help.
A thin blood and a coward too. We're all going to be in trouble just because he's scared. He doesn't know what he's got coming.
Wow. Well, hold on. Why are we all going to be in trouble?
Get out of here now!
What are you hiding, Beryl?
You dare?
You leave me no choice.
This is madness. What part of out do you not understand?
I'm worried you're going to make our situation worse.
What is this world coming to? I'm a member of the council. What I do is no business of yours.
It doesn't concern me personally, but I must help you because you know it as well as I...
Seriously, since when are you...
Those are the rules.
Well, if it's your sense of duty that's behind this, I hereby free you of your obligation. I won't keep you any longer.
I'm not leaving until I'm sure there's no danger with whatever you and...
What makes you think...
It must be something serious.
No, I'm not Hazel.
I know I'm right.
Not the...
And how's not...
If I accept your help, you can't tell anyone about it. Ever.
Yes, of course.
I'll spare you the list of consequences if you break your word.
I can imagine.
We've wasted enough time already. You finally managed to finish something off. My patience.
You'll regret it.
Yes, yes, of course. You may leave now.
Ugh! I can't even force it.
Don't touch that door. Don't you have anything better to do?
A storage room, huh? That's of no use to me right now. Richard's injections. He doesn't want the wrong people to find them. Richard Barrel. Storage room. This looks like a pneumatic communication system. I already took a dose of Turjax. Took a dose of Turjax. I already took a dose of Turjax. There. Now nobody can use it.
Can't stay here.
If I were you, I wouldn't stick around.
Do you have a minute?
Just one.
Do you know where I can find Richard?
Dr. Dunham? I've got no idea. He told us the SI was on its way, and gave us orders to clean up as much as we could. I was too shaken up to see where he went. Sorry.
Okay. What were you supposed to do?
Destroy everything that would give the SI information about. But we don't...
What are you working on now? You change their emotional state?
We give them Trajax injections to trigger emotions that make them taste better.
Now I remember. That's thanks to Richard's work.
Yeah, our specialty vendor... Actually, since we don't...
Okay. If only she'd calm down. A pneumatic tube system. That connects with the basement, it looks like. A pneumatic tube system. That connects with the basement, it looks like. Betty was right. The vessel locked herself in. what could be hiding behind it.
I told you to find Wyatt. We don't have much time.
Boston Medical Center. Barrel's funneling bodies to them and lining his own pockets then. I'm not sure Hazel'd be happy to hear she's losing money like that.
Sorry, but I don't have the time. If the SI get here, we're screwed.
I hope they don't show up now.
We shouldn't stay here. We're in deep shit.
Sorry, but only Wyatt and the vessels can go out this way. Sorry, but only Wyatt and the vessels can go out this way.
Oh, the ink blot test. This one's a butterfly. That reminds me of clouds.
Richard be hiding? A second layer of security.
January 27th, 2002, 2240. I thought I was close to a major breakthrough last month, with the promising results from the new types of XXX chemical doses. Unfortunately, it seems I got ahead of myself. It appears that the dose of amphetamines that I gave them was too high. There must have been an error in my calculations. Patients H216, H217, H222, H225, and H226 were lost in the experiment. I must ask Wyatt to find new test subjects. All of this time spent preparing them, wasted. Note for patient 1's case file. The treatment is following its course with continued positive effects on the hallucinate. Come in.
Some chemicals have just...
June 17, 2008. Beryl and I are going to create a blood bar of a much higher quality than I thought. I will once again be able to focus on my research and oversee the work of the members of the Chantry. Beryl and his mad ideas. Ultimately, the prince was right. The solution for hunger is in my research. If we manage to stabilize these effects in more inconspicuous containers, we will become invisible to the rest of the world. October 28, 2001. Patients 211 and 216 exhibited the first signs of intense resonance increase. Both sanguines went from low resonance to a level never before achieved. What a flavor. I must admit that even I find it hard to resist. Unfortunately, patient 211 suffered the consequences. I will continue exploring further in this direction. I feel that I am getting closer to the goal. January 27th, 2002, 2240.
Whoa. What the? A lab? Shit. It's the SI. Gotta get the fuck out of here. This goes back a ways. I've got a feeling of deja vu. Like I know this story. I've heard the name Marie before. But where? This hallway. What the? It's okay. Wait! What the? Wait! Come back! Wait! Come back! Halsey! No, it can't be true. She's not real. It's all in my head. If she wasn't real, that man wouldn't have seen her. No, not you. You don't exist either. If they hadn't seen her, they wouldn't have shot at her. You disappeared! I was doing better! Leisha, look at me. You're fine. But you have to find what you lost. No! I won't listen to you. I didn't lose anything. Huh. Richard has scrambled your brain so much that you don't even remember. What are you talking about? Who you really are, of course. I know who I am. Are you sure? If that's true, then tell me. Who are you looking for? No, it's not. Say it. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. That's good. That's the only honest answer you can give. You don't have any idea what's going on, because you've forgotten who you are. But you can get it back. Concentrate. You're like a jigsaw puzzle that's been broken into 1,000 scattered pieces. If you don't take the time to piece yourself back together, the rest is pointless. But I don't have time! You don't have a choice. Take the time you need. Please. Give yourself a chance. You're worth it. Even if I wanted to, I wouldn't know where to start. I can help you. Let's start from the beginning. Try to remember. What's your name? I think... Yes? I saw a name on a patient file. I think my name is... Marie. Yes! I knew you'd remember. Welcome back, Marie. It's coming back to me. Let's try something else. But don't think about it too much. Trust your instincts. Say the first thing that comes to mind. All right. Who is Richard? I don't understand. He's my sire. Wrong. What? You're lying. I can't lie. Richard isn't your sire, and you know it. No! I have one last question for you. You can take your time with this one. Who is Halsey? If you're asking me that, then I imagine the answer isn't what I think it is. Go on. You made me realize that Halsey was real, and I saw her with a stake through her heart. Yes. And... so she's a Cainite. She's no longer just a child. Yes. So what is she now? Halsey is my child. You know that. No, that's where you're wrong. You're convinced of it, but Halsey isn't your child. That's enough! Stop! I get the feeling that... No. You're not able to remember. I told you that I don't have time for this! Richard erased your memories. Everything that's happened to you and your daughter is his fault. Has always been his fault. Find her. You'll see. I have to save Halsey! Let me go! It's happening again. No, I can't be seen in this form here. Shit, damn it! What the hell was that? Halsey.
Not Cassie. Stay calm. She had no choice. Shit, no! Fuck your protocol! Fuck those fucking monsters, too! Listen to me, damn it! She just saved all our asses. She blew herself up to protect us.
Yeah, but...
Calm the fuck down. You would have done it, too. Any one of us would.
It's Richard. Halsey. Where are they taking her?
What the fuck is that?
Steam. The pressure must
That's
have gone
steam
up because of
leak.
the explosion.
Maybe that could help.
Fucking hot!
Be careful without your helmet on.
I can't see a damn thing with all this fog.
It's all right. It's stopped now.
reduced to this. You'll pay. You'll pay for what you did to us. As long as I exist, you'll remain powerless, reduced to this. Staring at the ceiling of this basement.
Nobody gets through without scanning their implant.
I need to go to the loading dock. We have to assess whether the structure will hold after the explosion.
Oh well. All right, but we still have a process to follow. I need to record you leaving the area.
Okay. Here. I get the feeling I've been here before.
Sorry.
I know.
Still in the basement. I need... So you tell us that
they could... I came to get Richard. Do you...
That's... if you see what... Yes. There's a lot... There'd be...
Yes. And if you...
Him know you're looking...
Did you destroy the client files?
Yes, it's done.
Accounting?
Yeah, it's all taken care of. I just got the suppliers and the... All right, I'm ready to get
Do you have a minute? I don't... Do you know where I...
Dr. Dunn? I was too...
What are you working on now?
Vessels.
You change.
Yeah.
I believe you.
Actually, you should go.
Okay.
Yes?
Are you in charge of the vessels?
Yes and no. I'm just in charge of moving them. Name's Wyatt.
Leisha.
I know. I'm gonna make a few more chips, but there's still one missing.
Where are you taking them?
I'm getting them to... What?
Go see Beryl. Right now.
I... can't. Got...
Who did?
The doctor. Dunham gave me an order. I have to get the kind to safety.
You saw Richard? Do you...
In his office.
Shit. Richard or...
So, what do we do now?
How the hell should I know?
We could break down the door to get her out.
We don't have the equipment for that.
I could ask Dr. Dunham.
No way. We'll figure something out.
What could she be doing there? Richard's grand idea. Injecting substances to stimulate the vessel's humors. That must be how they supply the Trajaxin to the injection room. Oh, come on! You've got to get out of there. We've wasted enough time already.
Is that you, Betty?
No, it's Leisha.
Get out of here!
Look, I can tell you're scared, but I can help.
I don't know who to believe anymore. They're all out to get me. I know they want to...
Who are you
Them.
No, if you stay...
I don't believe them anymore. They're gonna promise me Trajax to get me to leave, but they'll give me poison.
That's not true.
I won't open the...
Better not leave this vessel behind us. What could she be doing there? better not leave this vessel behind us.
Oh, Leisha. I didn't expect to...
It seems like you know who I am, but I don't remember meeting you.
Yeah, it's not...
So I came...
Oh yeah, but it's been going on... My name's Betty.
Is there a problem?
It's just that Dr. Dunham asked me to evacuate the a highly valuable donor...
Do you know where Dr. Dunham went?
Getting rid of anything.
Like what?
He told us, so he must be
What are those compounds you mentioned?
It's one of
the blood. You have...
Oh, he but most of it
Why can't you make the vessel come out?
All the commotion has pushed her over the brink. Or maybe she thinks she's...
What's the slaughterhouse?
Oh, our donors that have been overused.
Oh, he works here now?
Really anything the doc...
And he's very...
Let's say they're... If you...
I do. Why don't you force her to come?
I can't. She's locked in... And I'm not allowed to dance.
I can sense that you disagree.
Well, I'm supposed to deal with her, but I can't even touch her. Because she's worth too much?
What does it mean when you say she's a vintage?
They're the donors that have the strongest reaction to the Trajax injections. It gives their blood incredible character, a vintage. But when they don't get their dose, they can get out of control. This vessel flipped out and went totally paranoid.
I see.
But the SI had better not get their hands on her. Can you help me? She might listen to you.
I'd heard there was a lot of compromising stuff on us here. So I'll see what I can do.
Yeah, go ahead. And clean up anything we forgot and...
Yeah, I get it, Betty. I'll do it if I can, okay?
Fine. All right. There's a pass on the bar that'll give you staff clearance. You're gonna need it.
Thanks.
Oh, it's you. I've got a lot of work to do. Please excuse me.
Ugh, I can't even force it.
I told you to find Wyatt.
A storage room, huh? That's of no use to me right now. Richard's injections. He doesn't want people to find them. I already took a dose of Trojax. Now nobody can use it. You almost feel like this is a rat hideout here. But it's a discreet entrance. Oh, the ink blot test. This one's a butterfly. I've been here before. I'm sure of it. A total mess. Juliet. That name. Why does that remind me of something? Richard must not be far. Second layer of security.
Whoa. What the... A lab? Shit. It's the SI. We've got to get the fuck out of here. This hallway. What the? Halsey? What? No, wait! What the? Wait! Come back! Wait! Come back! Halsey! Halsey? No, it can't be true. She's not. If she wasn't. No, not you. You, if they hadn't seen her. You disappeared. I was doing better. Leisha, look, you're fine. But you have to find what you lost. No! I won't. I didn't. Richard is What are you talking? Who you really. I know who I am. Are you sure? If that. No, it's not. Say it. That's the only honest answer you can give. You don't have any idea what's going on. Because you've forgotten who you are. But you can get it back. Concentrate. You're like a jigsaw puzzle that's been broken into 1,000 scattered pieces. If you don't take the time to piece yourself back together, the rest is pointless. But I don't have time! You don't have a choice. Take the time you need. Please. Even if I can help you. Let's start from the beginning. Try to remember. I'm not sure. Go on. Don't be scared. Is my name Juliet? No, but you're getting closer. You're not... All right. Let's try something else. Say the... Who is...